In any computer, upgrading your memory, whether it be more capacity or speed, is a quick way to improve everything you do on your PC. Before you begin, I highly recommend verifying the type of memory and its compatibility with the machine. To best understand this, I recommend going to a memory manufacturer's website, Kingston in this case, and search the model of your laptop. Before we begin this upgrade, we will utilize the following tools. I recommend a Phillips #0 screwdriver, as well as some plastic pry tools on a flat surface. Also, if you have access to an anti-static wristband as well as a magnetic parts tray, it will definitely help. To reduce any form of static discharge, please ensure you either use a grounding strap or you can touch the inner metal screw of an outlet as this screw is connected directly to ground. I also recommend you use a soft mousepad under the machine to prevent scuffing either the table or the laptop. Before we begin disassembly, please ensure that the laptop is completely switched off. For most laptops, I recommend using a Phillips #0 screwdriver. Begin by pressing down gently on the screw while turning in an anti-clockwise rotation. Do this for all the screws surrounding the bottom chassis. I recommend placing all the screws on a small piece of paper or magnetic surface. Make a note of the location of each screw relative to the laptop. Please note, some laptops may have screws hidden under the rubber feet. In these edge cases, I recommend finding a guide appropriate to your specific laptop model. Usually, removing the screws alone would not release the base, so I recommend using a guitar pick or a small plastic card and prying around the corners of the machine. I tend to begin this process nearest the hinges as those are usually the worst to unclip. When all clips are released, I recommend gently pulling the base away from the laptop with a careful eye underneath to ensure there are no ribbon cable between the layers. With the bottom removed, the first step within the laptop is to remove or unplug the battery. This differs between models, but in this case the battery connector is right here. I recommend using a plastic pry tool and gently working each side of the connector until it's totally released. Now with the battery disconnected, open the laptop and press and hold the power button for between 10 to 15 seconds to ensure any residual power is discharged from the capacitors. Now locate the memory slots for the RAM. Please note that they may be covered by under some plastic flaps or metal covers for EMI shielding. Moving this flap will reveal the empty memory bay. To add the memory stick, insert the RAM, keeping note of placement of the notch in relation to one that's on the board. Push the memory stick in and down with a satisfying click. The metal clips besides the memory stick should clip in and hold the stick at a flat position. Next, reconnect the battery, then place the bottom shell onto the laptop, but do not clip or tighten any of the screws. Now, you can flip over the laptop and power on the machine. After a few seconds, the BIOS screen may pop up indicating a change with memory capacity. This is totally normal. Accept the pop-up and continue booting into Windows. Now in Windows, open Task Manager and navigate to the Memory tab, verifying the new RAM speed and capacity. Now, power off the laptop and reinsert all the screws into the chassis. I prefer to begin at the hinges and work my way around. Thank you for checking out our first how-to guide. Please subscribe to us on YouTube, as well as follow our socials for the latest deals.